Hello, Western Civ. This is the finals, the week of the finals, and you see that the work is due. The final will be due on Wednesday at midnight. We normally do not have work due on Wednesday, but for the final week we do. Now, I just want to point out something, and please listen to me very clearly on this. I never encourage students to not take finals. But some of you may notice that you can afford it points-wise not to take it. If you don't take it, I'm not going to take it personal. And if you have an A, a B, or a C, whatever grade that you want, and it doesn't look to you that the final will affect it one way or the other, then just let me know. Write in the comments box of the exam, and tell me that you're not taking the exam, and then I'll just put the 0 in, and your grade will be what it's going to be. Now, this is also very, very clear that I want to make. Do not call me or write to me and ask if you can afford to do that. That is what you do. I do not respond to those kind of comments and questions. You can look on your Canvas and you can see what the grade will look like with certain points. There's that option in there. And the bottom line is, I'm saying, hey, it's okay if you don't take it and you feel like you're happy with your grade as is, but I don't have time to help anybody try to do some mathematic crunches and like numbers and figure it out. So just pay attention to the, you have 90%, 100% to 90% is an A, 89% to 80% is a B, 79 to 70% is a C, and then it just goes downhill from there, right? Okay, and so I will not be taking any more late work after tonight at midnight. If I made that arrangement and I forget, just write to me through the email in which I stated that we made an exception on this. I've allowed late work for many of you up until this point, but by midnight, I have to have this done. I'm under a time crunch like all of you, and I have several classes that I'm going to be having to get finals in. I am going to get all the grading done by Thursday morning, and by Thursday evening, I'm going to turn them into Pirate's Net. I'm just going to make Thursday a day that I just really focus on grading finals, and I don't need to, and I don't have time to do other stuff. I had that flexibility this whole time. Now, if you're distressed about your grade and you're not happy with it and you need to talk to me about that, please contact me on Tuesday, and let's talk Tuesday. Anytime between 11 and 5 would be ideal. If that schedule doesn't work for you, then write to me and explain why, and we'll try to figure something else out. But we just need to figure out things fast. I want to make sure that you don't feel like you're getting a grade that you did not deserve or that was not fair. I also want to remind all of you, please follow my 3 rules for papers on the final if you're going to do it. That's works cited, done the way that I asked it. I gave an example on my announcement. There should be dates for time periods, and you do not use outside sources outside of the modules that we've used. Okay, so that's that, and that is something that you need to just stick to. Other than that, I just want to say I found this to be an exciting semester as always. I think that this is a very important topic to learn. I think that all of history is important. And I would like to say that I think, and I say this very passionately, that literacy in history, an understanding of history, it really helps so fundamentally when it comes to making sense of the world we live in. And it also makes you properly skeptical of some of mainstream and even alternative news sources when they say certain things that are quite outrageous. There was a certain organization, a group that was formed, and they called themselves, and they defined themselves as Western chauvinists. I think that's right. Yeah, Western chauvinists. And so what would that mean? You know, when someone says, oh, the West is the best. I mean, there's actually political groups saying that. And sometimes people within these groups are not white. Because remember, the West is a concept that originates really developing from the European world, that really came out of the Mediterranean, and actually originally came out of Africa and the Middle East too, remember. Now that's the part that's often downplayed about the idea when someone talks about Western civilization, that its roots are really Africa and the Middle East. And then the Mediterranean world, it spills from those areas into Western Europe. And then to a certain extent also into the eastern parts of Europe. So, you know, this should just give you a very much more broad perspective. You've learned about how it can be positive to some, negative to some, and you have your own thoughts, and I'm looking at that for your work turning in tonight. So that's all I have to say about all this. I'm always sad when a class ends, but I'm always hoping to see you all around at some point. And, you know, I always want you to just continue in your academic endeavors. Be good to yourself and everyone around you. And yeah, and I'm looking forward to just a finale where you get the success in life that you need.